Welcome back everyone to another market review. This is Silent. Today we're looking at the NASDAQ once again. This is a September contract of 2025. Starting off with a weekly chart, we are continuing to see that delivery higher and actually closed today through the weekly wick constant encroachment. Let's see if we can continue to push on through the ending of the week and see how far we can push up, maybe up to 24,200 or so. If not, maybe we'll just pull back up into the range down to 845. And now we can see the daily chart of the NASDAQ. Again, we bounced off of that buy side and bounce here after sweeping into some sell side. Broke this high, found some support in the upper portion of this wick. Closed as another doji here with a long wick. We were watching half of that wick today. We traded through that and traded back through the daily wick constant encroachment that we were watching yesterday, and actually closed exactly on that level today. So that's some interesting forecasting there. It's very nice to see that. Daily closure perfectly on our level that we've been watching. Jumping down to the 4-hour chart, again we just see that grinding price delivery to the upside. Large down close candle here and finding support here, finding support here, and referring back to the large down close candle every time we trade up and then retest. It's working inside of this level and that 4-hour buy side imbalance, and then closes pretty strong on the 10 o'clock candle and then has a pullback for the afternoon, closing right on top of that daily wick constant encroachment. On the hourly chart, again, this is just another this is just a closer look at our current week's price action. Just grind to the upside with some sharp pullbacks on the way. Accumulation inside that 4-hour buy side imbalance on the upper portion very nicely, and pay attention to that down close candle there, draw it out in time, and our midnight opening hourly candle there drops right into that down close candle and sends us up for the rest of the day after accumulating on top of it right on the midnight opening price. News today dropped us down and swept sell side liquidity under both of these bodies here, under that liquidity and under this rejection block inside this wick here. And then delivery to the upside, clearing out Wednesday's high. Consolidation and end of the day there, right on top of the daily wick constant encroachment. Now dropping into the 15-minute chart, we see the previous 2 days of price action here. Asia range again does that drive higher and lower. We produce a new range of buy side and sell side liquidity, and does a small kind of reversal here, island reversal idea after tapping into that daily wick there yesterday, leaving a buy side imbalance which overlaps a sell side imbalance. Accumulates during Asia, drops down leaving relative equal lows, draws up higher into that Wednesday sell side imbalance we were watching, accumulates here into the open at 8:30, which has our CPI release, drops down into the Wednesday buy side imbalance, island reversal idea, trades up, large wick to the downside, and breaks a high here. Spend some time accumulating, not dropping any lower, and especially not closing below the midnight opening price there. Reaccumulates and taps into the Wednesday sell side imbalance there, and then drives higher into lunch, taking Wednesday's high and spending time at the daily wick consummate encroachment. This is a really nice depiction of a market maker buy model, which takes 2 days to deliver. And we'll break down that a little bit on the 5-minute chart, including both of these days of price action. If you look at it, we have this as the sell side of the curve and this as the buy side of the curve, which makes this our smart money reversal and a valid island reversal if the draw on liquidity is yesterday's high. Dropping down into the 5-minute chart, again, we're looking at the sell side imbalances on the way down from yesterday until we tap into our daily level. High time frame level causes a significant reversal and a breaker there. Price rallies off the breaker and accumulates going into midnight. Just misses that on the drop down while creating our sell side liquidity pool. Accumulates higher, redelivers higher all the way until our news release. Price drops lower into new day opening gap, breaker block, and that buy side imbalance there, and trades higher significantly, breaking a high. Price delivers back down into the sell side imbalance that was created on that news drop, respecting the upper half of that range. It does another shift higher, again drops into the sell side imbalance that was left, and respects that wick there, even though we traded lower than the halfway point of that imbalance. We stayed inside and did not color outside the lines of that imbalance. Accumulates again and does a significant push. Price stays above half of this imbalance before tagging out buy side liquidity and does a trading range going into the end of the day. This buy side liquidity is yesterday high. Price took 2 days to deliver this model, so the buy model is separated into 2 days. It's very interesting to see that. Dropping down to the 1-minute chart, just focusing on the New York session here. On the buy side of the curve, we see every 5-minute level transposed, and I've included the first presentation, fair value gap, on each session. Price drops down into that after accumulating below it, takes the high, drops back down into that, and delivers into buy side liquidity. Alright guys, that'll be it for me today. Hopefully you learned something insightful. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you all tomorrow.